Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into your daily read for Saturday. I hope life is treating you well. We're going to begin and pull from this Queen of the Moon Oracle deck and see where the reading takes us. So, with that said and done, let's do some shuffling. To begin for this upcoming Saturday or there around, if that was even correct wording, purity, action, and surrender. Okay, interesting energies. I'm hearing once again it's a day where your connection to the night sky is going to come into play and be highlighted. But action, talking about how you're putting action towards more for yourself, seeing progress come to be. I feel like there's a dance with life that's also being highlighted, how you're meant to flow towards new experiences. You're going to find that you're praised and complimented throughout this day, but also critiqued. Okay. I feel like more praise and compliments than critiquing and whatnot, but I do feel like there's the negatives and the positives. And I also feel like Spirit's really going to highlight throughout this day how your habits are, or one in particular, is affecting your work, affecting your day to day health and life in general, and how can we improve moving forward. I feel like you're expecting a change moving forward that's going to leave you needing to take certain levels of action and get things in order for yourself, right? Step by step, day by day, you're getting closer to what you want, but also getting closer to seeing things work out more so for yourself. There's a feeling of you feeling a little bit of fulfillment throughout this day for whatever reason, feeling proud of yourself, and I feel like that's going to grow or even simply come to be because of the praise and compliments that you're receiving. And I also feel like there's a sense of Spirit patting you on the back and saying, you're doing well, right? You could be doing better in certain ways. Again, the highlighting of a habit or two that needs to be removed or minimalized. But I do feel like all the meanwhile Spirit saying you're doing a pretty damn good job and we need you to keep it up and keep your chin held high. But there's a purity about the way your presence is being absorbed and admired throughout this day. I know for me, at least partially, excuse me, will be due to these readings, but there's also a purity in the way you're connected to the spiritual realm, but a realness to that all the meanwhile. And I sense that you're thinking about weather and location, energy, stuff like that, and how it all affects you for the better or for the worse, and sometimes an interesting combination of both. But I'm also feeling like something that lies on the horizon for you. It's not all black and white, okay? Looking at those two dramatic color differences. But I feel like there are certain mountains you're meant to climb moving forward. But Spirit's saying it's like you're getting to the top of a mountain in the future, but you're not meant to stay there permanently, right? You're meant to keep trucking, right? Keep moving to newer heights. And to recognize that, or to remember for some, that there are a lot of positive, exciting experiences on the horizon, and some of these experiences are going to be ultra peaceful all the meanwhile, which is going to feel refreshing. But I also feel like there's a reminder, and it makes me think about where I'm living currently. There are different kinds of peace, right? There's peace that doesn't motivate you. There's peace that motivates you, right? Where I'm living doesn't motivate me, but it's ultra peaceful. It'd be a great place to retire. Anyways, but I do feel like all the meanwhile, you're being reminded that there are different types of excitement and enjoyment, and you deserve to pinpoint exactly what kind is going to be best for you moving forward. And that may take some experimenting, different types of situations and experiences to figure that out for you. But for some, you already have a good idea as to what that feels like, looks like, and what situations are going to give you just that. But I feel like it's a day where you might feel a little bit restless, and this could play into, tie into, and even benefit certain levels of action that are coming to be and need to get to be taken at this time. I feel like for some, you're preparing for something on the horizon, something new, expansion maybe is being thought of. But it's a day where you can't help but think about what you need to surrender, what you want to surrender for some. Change is on the mind. And I feel like all the meanwhile, okay, if you can hear the car in the background, I really should have shut the window. but there's thoughts of travel, migrating, get things switching up for you. And I really feel like there's a reminder, or maybe an informing for a select few, that the clouds are meant to clear moving forward and things are meant to feel brighter, happier, and for some, again, more exciting, or simply maybe you need more peace in your life or just the right kind. But it feels like you need to shift forward and not procrastinate and do what you know is necessary as far as what needs to be surrendered, what needs to be cleaned up, prepared for, eliminated from your situation. For some, you need to surrender and eliminate and prepare in order to surrender in a bigger way moving forward. Let's pull some tarot. But look at that, abundance at the bottom of the deck. Beautiful. There's a very, I'm hearing a homey and comforting vibe about this imagery. And I really feel like you're being reminded that as you take care of what's necessary throughout this day, potentially giving you different levels of abundance or one in particular, you're being taken care of by the spiritual realm. And it may be a day where you're feeling things quite strongly. So don't overthink that. Let's do some shuffling and see what the tarot has to offer. It's a very interesting and random reading, but what else is new? Okay, key wording. The Ten of Cups. All right, it's another day where this imagery is coming into play, this energy, if you will. And so I really feel like you're needing to take action and surrender to what you feel is going to be ideal for you, okay? Out of respect for that. I also feel like there's family on the mind, friends or lack thereof which on the mind. I'm hearing child's play. You're also being reminded that you deserve to get back in touch with your inner child at certain points, heal some inner wounds, and just let loose at times, because you might be somebody drawn to the reading where you don't allow yourself to let loose as much as you once did, or in general, as in being drawn to these kids. And you might be pushed to think back to a less mature chapter of your life and time to learn something of importance. You might have forgot something that you went through. Very interesting. But the King of Swords, speaking of being more mature, a more mature version of yourself and having that knowledge and experience. And so therefore, let's put that to use and be smart in regards to what needs to be surrendered. But there's this pure, knowledgeable vibe and energy about you that's coming into play and being noticed. And again, is part of why people are complimenting you, praising you. And it feels like there's a very Three of Wands vibe coming from this imagery here if we look back. Interesting. So there's a Three of Wands imagery and energy coming into play because you're looking forward to the future and what needs to get done, what's going to change and improve for you moving forward, and what you need all the meanwhile, not just energy wise, but there's also kind of a past looking back Three of Wands energy. I know it would be more of a Six of Cups energy, but you get the point. So it's about looking back so that you can look forward more productively and see things come to be and improve once again as they're meant to. Very interesting. Pulling one more. Okay, the Four of Swords. You deserve to rest though and heal once again, or there's going to be at least one form of healing or one aspect of healing that you're being reminded or informed that needs to take place. Okay, is that physically? Is that emotionally? Is it due to your past? Probably. All right. Is it due to you being affected by energy, spirituality? One particular situation may be connected to that. But I also feel like when you're thinking about the past and connecting that to the future somehow, and getting ready for more for yourself, you are protected. 859. Look up that angel number, meaning 859. Remember that a form of protection from your spirit guides and maybe random spirits or one in particular is a push to surrender in certain ways. All right. Sometimes even being someone with, psychic abilities, or being at the very least very intuitive, we don't see it all, right? All that could happen, all that lies ahead, or what could be and should be prevented, right? So if you feel a push to, or a reminder to let go of a habit, right? A situation, it could even be a connection. There's something spirit sees that could and should be once again prevented. Okay, and I just heard the word protected. Let's pull one more before we wrap this up. Ooh, the Ten of Swords. Yeah, ending coming to mind. change. You may feel a bit depleted due to taking action, but I wouldn't be surprised if a lot drawn to the reading have an ending in mind for the near future, where there's action that needs to be put into place to see that come to be smoothly. I feel like your choices, your decisions, certain action naturally from the past, the recent past, is being highlighted because you haven't made all of the right choices, right? I'm getting for some overspending, oversharing, over associating yourself with this or that, might be people. Anyways, but we can't, we can rewind in our mind to learn, to grow, to prepare once again, but your choices have been made, right? And I feel like there's a choice that you have made or you're getting closer to making, and it's going to change your reality for the better, all right? And I feel like when you're reminded that things are not perfectly ideal currently, again, there's change on the horizon, there's surrendering on the horizon, and there's action currently out of respect for that, all right? So if this was truly helpful, sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your day, and I'll see you next time.